compound is open. What's up, Lo? Open for business. Good morning. Good morning, brother. How you doing, man? Open for business. Yes, sir. I was going to try to do a live stream last night. I got set up. It was around like 8 o'clock at night. And I was like, fuck this. I'm just too tired, man. I didn't want to half-ass it. I attempted though. It was a good college try. I almost did it. Just too tired, I get home. Way too tired. I finally get to go home today. There's going to be a long drive home later. Long drive home. My stream will probably start early. Probably around like noon. Yeah, it's going to be a wild day. I'll probably be streaming all day today for sure. Spend at least 5 hours driving today, at least 4. Yeah, at least 4. It's crazy. But it's got to be done. Things just got to be done. I fell asleep earlier yesterday. I was super tired for some odd reason. Yeah, me too, man. I feel you on that. Work, dude. Just work. Work in life. Listen to your body, man. If it's exhausted, knock out. Where's the gas station? There it is. Alright. Get my morning goods. Goods. Oh, I could have gone in there. That's right. Oops. That's alright. Oh man, I'm tired here. It's Thursday. Shit, I didn't plan my day out right. I think it'll be alright. I was out at 8:30 on the couch. Nice. Didn't even make it to bed, brother. I bet that felt good, man. Good snooze like that. Jesus. Oh, I even woke up kind of late, dude. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Alright. Won't be too bad, I guess. Desert Dunes Plaza. Oh, damn it. It's gonna be a hot one. Dude, that hurricane in Florida is wild, dude. Alright, boys. Hold the fort for me. Go get me my breakfast. Breakfast of champions. What's up, Devil Dogs? Be right back. If someone steals my car, keep an eye on them. What up, y'all? Dude, I didn't even eat dinner last night. I totally forgot. Fell asleep, forgot. Something like that. Shoot. And at my hotel, everything's too far away. I should have ate before I got to my hotel. I brought something back to the room. Pizza. I'm starving. Starving Marvin. Alright, fam. Let's get out of here. Got my donuts, got my energy drink, got an hour drive. I'll work, and then around noon the show will probably start a little early because I got a long drive back home, man. We'll see though. Tastes good. Not the healthiest meal for me, but you know, it is what it is. I need to be unhealthy sometimes, huh? All right, let's go. Got receipts for days. There's so many dead bugs on my windshield. All right, fellas, we're out. What's up, Noah? Simplify, brother. No fucks given. What's up, devil? How you doing, man? Long time no see. Long time no talk, man. I can't see out of my windshield at all. No news on the western for Eastern Front. So it's going to be a quiet month, I think, for the wars. Except for Israel. Israel's going to go ham, dude. I think the ground invasion's happening. They just don't post a lot of Oh no, yeah, I did hear again that Ukraine killed like 6 North Korean officers. And yeah, just a little escalation. A little escalation. Kind of heard North Korea might send people there now. More. They're gonna like a DMZ demilitarized zone, like they have in North and South Korea. I guarantee that's what they're asking North Koreans to do, is set up a zone like that. So China could maybe flood in some troops into Ukraine also, help out Russia. Not good, not good. I'm doing, man. Preliminary and Bolt is kicking my, what's that? Preliminary? Was that say pulmonary? Just kicking my ass, dude. What's up, Daniel? Daniel Shepard, what's up, brother? Simplify, man. That's good, man. No fucks. What's happening? I'm confused. Too big of words, man. Too big of, no, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the desert, boys. Buzzbox. Are you sure you should be reading chat and driving? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do it. I was trained by the best. The police department trained me on doing that. Reading a computer and then driving. I think every law enforcement officer does it. How'd you expect me to read your chat, your message, if I'm not reading the chat? You know what I'm saying? You kind of caught me in the old switcheroo. It's a conundrum, if you ask me, huh? It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know, man. The reason I'm filming was because someone hit me. Oh, how the tables have turned, huh? Be safe, dog. I will, brother. I will, man. Keep me honest. You know, keep me honest and I'll I got like a piece of hair stuck in there. There we go. What's up, Daniel? Semper Fi, brother. Hope you get some delicious crayons today. Jarhead, have a great day, buddy. You too, man. Do I have I got some Sharpie markers I can get. I can start eating. They're the closest thing I got, brother. I got a bunch of the colors too. Damn crayons, man. I want to know the original. I gotta look that up. How did the crayons? Marines are intended to know to eat crayons, so you guys don't know, now you know. Crayons are delicious. All Marines have to eat them. Are you feeling high? What's up, Zahid? Are you feeling high as a kite, brother? High as a kite. I mean, Jack Doherty crashes whip doing, oh boy, basically the same thing. KO. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know. That's kind of a weird thing, but okay. I don't know who that is. It's are you feeling high as a kite, brother? Higher than cloud 9. Be safe, dog. I will. KOS, Coast 420, brother. I just did a little wake and bake myself. Got the munchies, brah. Oh my God. I don't know who Mr. Jack. I know Jack Dawson. Is he related to Jack Dawson? I'm not a comparer. But if you care, you don't know who Jack Dawson is. Man. Jack, don't let go, Jack. You go. I go. Oh wait, that was backdraft. Just let go of me, bull. Yeah, well, stay tuned and I'll crash this car too, like Mr. Jack did, huh? I'm doing this for my own safety, brothers. My own safety. I was T-boned and some guy was driving on the highway going about, 70, 80 miles an hour in the pouring rain. Ended up hydroplaning right in front of me, man, and I was stuck between getting hit by this guy or smashing into a semi-truck. So I took the latter. He ended up T-boning me right in my window. Boom! Right on the highway, dude. What a dick. Fuck, dude, it was pouring that day, man. It was pouring. It was January 5th. You can look at the weather dates. January 5th in 2023. 2023? No. 2022. 2022. I got wrecked. Dude, that was scary shit, man. I saw this dude hydroplaning for like 30 seconds before he ends up hitting me. Boom! Sound bitch. But it's all good, man. You live, you learn. I bought a like a street view camera, but that thing broke. Sucks. And now I might as well just use my phone. It's a lot easier, a lot cheaper, huh? Keeps me honest. Jack, don't let go, Jack. Where are you from? What's up, 1,000 times? I am from California. California, brother. Right back where are you from? Where you from, man? What you reppin' out here, Holmes? California. Oh boy, we got a long day today, gentlemen. We're gonna go do a demo blast and then do a range control. And then my day will be done out here in the desert, and then I'll be live streaming, driving back to civilization. Not this crapple out here. It's not that. It's just hot, man. If it would be a little cooler. I wish it snowed out here. That would be sweet. It probably does a little bit, but just because it's gross snow. But California is a huge desert, man. If anyone talks to you that California is something else, just tell everyone it's a desert. It's a vast, vast desert. Just we're close to water. We get all our fresh water from the Colorado River. The only place that's livable is in between the Los Angeles mountains. It's just a big valley. Anywhere else, it's not really livable. I'm from India. Hell yeah, dude. I love Modi. What do you think about Modi? The president out there. Give me your inside take on what everyone thinks about Modi. I kind of like him, man. He's a big Trump supporter. Doesn't like China all that much, from my understanding. I think he does his best. I really do. I think he does his best. I would be shocked if somehow I don't keep my job and you guys don't see me get in an accident. I would be shocked. Every year I get in at least one accident. I get hit every single year. Except actually, well, actually not last year then, huh? But not this year, 2023. I guess I have it for 2 years now. Well, this year's not up, but 2023 I didn't get hit. And then, but man, it was like 2019 I got hit, 2020 I got hit, 2021 I got hit, and 22 was the big one. The big old. Indian time now is 9 or 8 p.m. Well, what about Modi? How's Modi? You guys all like Modi out there? Moody? Modi, it's Modi, yeah. It's 07:30 out here in California. You guys are about to go to bed and I'm just getting up. I gotta start the day. I grind all day, brother. I don't go this bedtime. You should stay up and grind too. Yeah. Little lag goes a long way. Get up at 0. My alarm's at 0400. I only get up that early if I'm like training or something, man. But I'm not going to work after I train. No way. Get up at 0400. Get a breakfast in. Do your emails, hit the gym, come home, make yourself eggs, bacon, and whatever with the protein shake. Go to work by 0800, do 12-hour shift, come home, meal prep. It's like, dude, what? You know, no one lives that life, right? That's all. You might as well be in boot camp. That's like a boot camp. Go to a boot camp. Join the military if you want to live that way. People always try to do it, man. I swear, it's like I hear it a lot. It's people like people that do stuff like that. It's like, why didn't you just join the military? You know, or they're trying to make up for something they never done, or trying to be something that they're not. You know, so they act like a militaristic, you know. It's like all those like gym gurus or like finance gurus, you know, it's not real life. It's not just, and I would ask, where are they living? Where are they living? What kind of bills do they have to have it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. By Wednesday, you would be freaking dying. You know, Tamil not California. Whatever. Doesn't really matter now. I don't know who lives like that. I love watching those in the McDojo videos, dude. I love the McDojo videos. The self-help gurus and the McDojos. there's a couple of like YouTube channels that are pretty good that I've watched, and you know, about the way like you know, like just weird dating YouTubes are pretty interesting. You know, the people that post stuff about like their jobs, that's kind of interesting, or if they got fired or laid off. It's pretty. YouTube could be a good communicator for the average Joe. You know, people like us, or me. I shouldn't say us, but people like me. But all that other stuff, man, is not real. Not really. And like the finances, or the business, you know, business gurus that I hear, you know, they never say what the product they're selling is. They never know their audience. You know, it's like always a self-help. You know, it's a telecommercial. You know, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, you always get the commercial like, you know, if you buy my cassette today, you'll get the second edition for free, and this can help you achieve your financial goals. You know, it's the same thing. Like, you know, it's just wrapped up in a different version on YouTube. You know? Buy my course today, and you can fucking suck a bunch of wieners. It's like, dude, what? You know, $3,000 course. Dude, that's insane, man. That's. And I know people go and buy that crap, but I just, you know, I saw one and he tried to make it into like a boot camp. Like he would yell, "You're fucking, you piece of shit!" Like that's not how like boot camp works, man. It doesn't work by calling people, you know, you know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what people go through. You know, but the whole point I was talking about is when I see videos like that, it's like they missed out on something and they want to make up for it by trying to be, you know, militaristic way, you know, waking up at 0300, you know, getting chowed by 04, you know, on the move by 05. Like that only works for a certain amount of time until it doesn't, and then what? You can only wake up that early for so long, you know. Unless you're like, unless you really like to wake up that early. My dad likes to wake up super early. If I'm training, I go to the gym around that early, but I don't go to work the next day. That's crazy. I love America. Hey, me too, brother. Hell yeah, America's great. USA, USA. America is a great piece of land there, brother. Home of the brave and home of the, or whatever. Was it home of the brave and land of the free, home of the brave? A lot of sacrifices will be made. Do you like Canada? Now, liking something and disliking something is very interesting. Do I like Canada as a country? Sure. It's our neighbor. It's better than Mexico. I don't know what else they have up there that's good. The beer, I'm assuming. I think Canadians can drink some beers. Good hockey. You know, they take pride and ownership of the hockey team. A decent military. I've been around that a couple times, and you know they fought in all the great wars with us. The Canadian government, they need a little work in that area. The freedom of buying a gun, got a little worse. So, Canadians only take care of Canadians. So, I'm out. Right back where we started from. feel so gross. I feel so gross. But I didn't have dinner and I'm starving. Have you been deployed? Oh, what's up, Owen? Do you like Canada? Oh, no, I thought that was 1,000. Yeah, yeah, I was deployed in Iraq, brother. From 2007 to 2008. Operation Iraqi Freedom. Whoop, whoop. They're free, brother. They're free. Yeah, I was deployed a long time ago, man. Feels like yesterday. You know, the memories and stuff never go away. You know, I tend to forget, you know, a lot of the missions we go on and the actions, the after actions report and stuff. But every time I get with my buddies, we always kind of like bring a story up. And it's like watching another movie in your brain. You kind of, and you piece the mission back together, and you're like, oh, did I do that? And all my buddies, yeah, man, that's what you did. I'm like, oh, I don't remember. You know, you just tend to memory dump a lot of your missions and stuff. But it was. Thanks for your service from Canada. Oh, hell yeah, man. Semper Fi, brother. Yeah, man, Canada's good, man. Just, you know, the government just out of whack, dude. Government gets out of whack sometimes. I like that, I think he's French. He has glasses and he always talks shit to Justin Trudeau. I love that guy, dude. That guy's fucking, dude, that guy's on point, dude. I forget his name, Pierre or something? Jason Pierre-Paul? No, I'm not sure what his name is, but yeah, you got Canada's good, man. You know, you're our north, you know, no problems. You guys have good systems, good, you know, it's a good system. It's just a couple weirdos at the very top make everything weird for everyone else. Your farmers protest, I'm all about farmers, baby. Construction workers, farmers, maids in hotels. Oh, have you ever came home to a hotel when the maid was in there and she cleaned up everything? Oh, just those ladies are a freaking lifesaver. Yeah, I love him too, but I can't spell his name. Oh, okay, so yeah, you know who he is. Yeah, dude, he's cool. Dude, he's such a smart ass, dude. He's so, like, you're never gonna get him off his game, you know. He knows how to, you know, combat the wokeness. I think that's what the world's turning to. I think he's the, like Poland, like, I think Trump started, this is, I always kind of say, Trump was a new political way of talking, a new idea for people, or how to talk about politics. And once Trump started, like, making fun of other politicians, you started getting that in a lot of other countries. You know, that guy came out, and he might have been around before Trump, I'm sure he was, but you know how people talk back now. We the people are starting to talk back, because crazy will always get a head start. You know, people that do stuff like that, like Trudeau or, you know, Biden, try to get another branch of government, you know, the administration of truth or something, you know, a bunch of weird stuff. Do you like Trump? I do like Trump. Yep. I'm a Trumper, dude. My whole family hates Trump, but can't answer why. That's the thing, yeah, man. It's like they hate him because the news tells them to hate him, but they can never tell you what policies they don't like, because that's what government's all about, is making policies and then, you know, making it easier for the people to live without you know, whatever, just, yeah, you know, I have a neighbor, you know, just, oh, Trump's a racist, you know. It's like, dude, you know, all of China's pretty much racist, or, have you been to Russia lately? Or I hear if you go to France, the French people kind of are assholes towards people that go there that aren't French. It is what it is, If I go to Africa, guess what happens to white people in Africa? Probably not that, nothing good. It's just that's going like it's sad, man, because you can't even have a. I mean, this is your kind of own family too. You can't even have a conversation with them. That's communism, man. That's communism. Some of your family members are kind of like delusional, man. They will stand above you on a platform and talk down about someone. I don't try to talk down about anyone, or being in the military, and you tend to not look at someone's paperwork. I don't care about the person's paperwork. I don't care if he's a felon. I don't care if he went bankrupt. I don't care if he ran around in a circle naked. I don't care if they're gay. I don't care what religion they're. I care if you can do the job, because I can only do one day at a time. And if I see you face to face, we have to do the job together, and that's how I will grade you. That's how the Marine Corps works. Because I had Marines that were felons because they would jack cars. I had border jumpers on my squad. I had people who could barely speak English. I had guys just in it for the green card. You get African dudes, straight from Africa because they want to go to school. So all these, you get guys on your squad that have multiple misdemeanors or a felon, and you got to work with the people you have, and the people that talk like that about others, that can't ever give you a real reason why they don't like someone, is because they think they're a higher moral value. Personally, they'll look at their life and say, I'm better than you, so I don't have to speak. Whatever you say doesn't affect me, because you come from an unmoral, lane. I'm more moral, I'm better than you, so I can just talk down to you. That's a peasant talking. And I have some friends like that too, but I'm like, you can't. If the guy didn't, if I thought, I love the military, but if Trump, or whoever I like or don't like goes, hey, we're going to cut the military in half and then, support our citizens, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it, man. You can join the military as a felon. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Not, there's like, if you kill someone, no, but like little, my driver, he's a border patrol agent now, so he used to boost cars. He got pinched for boosting cars and he was gonna get a felony on his record, or you go join the service. Yeah. I mean, you have to, you can't just get arrested and be like, okay, I'm going to join the military. You have to make an agreement with the judge, and the lawyers have to agree, and it has to be it's a long process. But yeah, there was some, like during the time of war in Iraq, we were losing bodies. So when the recruiters, when no one wants to join the military, they'll start relaxing standards, to join. So, if misdemeanors were okay, then it turned to felons, and tattoos. If you had any gang-related tattoos, that was okay. especially in the United States Marine Corps, where not a lot of people join. I think there's only, I'm kind of 150,000 people in the Marine Corps, probably, maybe. That's out of 350 million, only 150,000 are, what fraction is that? That would be shit, dude. For every, you just take away the zeros, so for every, I might be right, for every, that's a million, Jesus Christ, for every 350,000 people, only 150 join the United States Marine Corps. That's kind of, that's, and you can break that, that ratio can go down so much farther. It's like every 300 people, 15 people will join the military. I don't think that's even 3,000. Every 3,000 people, like 15 people will join not the military, just the Marine Corps, which that's awful. That's not even a person per state. Yeah, when people speak about another person in a negative way, that means that person won. Because Trump is not speaking about your family, but your family is speaking about Trump. That's the scary part. I don't wake up and think about, if Kamala wants to be president, fuck it, I don't care, dude. More power to her. Here in America, we don't really, president, I don't think is that an important job, to be quite honest. I don't. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not a selfish guy, but at one time I fought a war for someone else. So if I say it doesn't have anything to do with me, it means I'm, within 100 miles of my location, it doesn't affect my world. I can only see about 30 yards ahead of me, and that's it, or 30 meters ahead of me, that's it. That's the only thing I could reach out and touch. So the president, the White House, the British burnt down our White House twice. So burn that motherfucker down again and rebuild it. It's a piece of crap house, anyways. It's like older than shit. There's a bunch of old pictures in there. It's gross. It's just gross. But it's our White House, At least they don't live in Putin's palace. You guys gotta Google Putin's palace, man. It's massive. What's up, Onyx? You a vet? Yes, I am, sir. Yes, I am. Super 5, brother. I am a veteran. I am a veterinarian. Everyone likes to complain, but they don't like to do anything about it. Yep, you're right, Owen. That's cool. Anyways, an opportunity for everyone. Yeah. What was that? What? Fryonics? I don't know. Yo, Battle, how's it hanging? It's going good, Battle. What's up, dude? What's up in Norway? How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? Got my battle buddies in the compound here. What's up, devils? Yeah, I'm a vet. Onyx? I don't know. I am a veteran, man. Veteran of the Iraq War, dude. Even at age 37, I still, when I say that out loud, it's still kind of funny to me. It happens so fast, man. You don't even have time to think. It's training. It's constant training, constant shooting, constant learning, classroom on classrooms on classrooms, never-ending learning, man. that whole, you know, you get up, go eat your good breakfast, and go work out. That's the military, dude. That's, you get up, you change, but you have to be so robotic in the Marine Corps. It's so robotic. The people that talk like, I can't stand that. It's people that like I want to be in the military but don't know how, and they think the military. See, if you ever, so Russia, you know, those like fake gurus on YouTube that like will yell at you, and you pay them like $3,000 and they call you like a piece of shit, and they, you know, you gotta get up at this morning. Those are the people that would run Russia. They never done it, but they'll tell someone else to do it. If you want to be a leader, gentlemen, you got to do it yourself, and people will follow you. Always. Always. And then you get the people that just kind of like need a purpose in life, that are lost, you know, that have no, you know, you guys have, everyone that comes on here has a purpose, you know, and you're doing it right now. You know, you don't even know what you're doing, but you're doing your purpose right now. And if you tell me, oh, I haven't done much, you know, in my life, well, that's good, right? Like, if you have to pay taxes and you have to like do a job, you know, why would you, you know, it's that like FOMO. It's, oh man, you know, I'm 40 now, but I should have joined the military back in the day. Well, you didn't. That's the point. Like you didn't have to, you know, enjoy being inside the walls and knowing that your job pays for those walls to be up, to be protected. You know, that's why when you're inside the Empire, you know, pick up the trash, fix the walls, you know, adjust the catapults, make sure the arrows are sharpened for the archers. You know, you got to make sure it's all kept up. You know, you're doing more on the outside of being in the military. Anyone can join the military. It's very hard to pay your taxes and keep a steady job for 40 years. You know, you're more important inside the walls than outside the walls. People that go outside the walls are morons. Like, why, if you had one life in a video game, why would you go outside the wall? You could lose that life. Stay inside the wall, build from the inside out. We're in a very weird time in human history where, you know, you don't have to worry about anything, which kind of makes your mind freer to think. And if your mind's freer to think, you could, you know, don't think that you haven't done enough. Just know that your mind gets really bored. And it's usually like in a panic because it has to find food or shelter. You know, you got a family at home. So a lot of that's been taken away. You know, you have shelter, you can always buy food. You know, you're relatively safe 99% of the time. So you have a lot of freedom. And I think a lot of people's minds start sinking downhill. Bosses push, ladders pull, yeah. Or leaders pull, bosses push, leaders pull, yeah. What kind of work do you do? I kind of keep that private, brother. My JOB right now, just in case. I travel a lot, basically. I go from place to place, chilling, working my fuzzy slippers, commute job. I love work from home, dude. Oh man, if I could find one of those, I'm sure I probably could. I don't know. That's nice, man. I'm jealous. You got a good one, man. Keep that job for as long as you can. No worries, bro. Oh, thank you, Owen, for. But yeah, don't ever think that. You know, I try to tell that. Oh, I should have done this when I was younger. I should have joined the military. My brother did that for a while, and I was like, dude, you're more valuable to the country inside the walls than fighting a war outside the walls. Because you don't help anybody dying or fighting a war. You know, you just help the idea of the country. Me fighting a war in a desert far, far away from my home didn't help me at all. It didn't progress my life going forward. I guess it kind of did, depending how you look at it. But skill-wise, I'm hurt more than ever. Yeah, it's just kind of weird to look. I never thought I would survive a war in Iraq, let alone be 37 and have the courage and I can talk honestly about it to people that want to hear it, man. And that's kind of the reason why I kind of started the channel also, to share my story on the war, and from a young 19-year-old perspective, I could tell everyone how it kind of went, what I thought about it, and anytime you go to war, your first objective is to make it home safe. So if we're in the war room and we're going over the mission, and you go, yeah, let's go out there and kill the bad guys or something, then I would be like, you need to stay home, bro, because you're just going to get us in a firefight that we don't need to be in. The main objective is to go home. I'm not there to win a war. I'm there to go home. If I can do my job and go home, then so be it. Hawkins from Stranger Things web series. I seen the first Stranger Things one. Yeah. I'm not sure who the Hawkins guy is. Is it the cop guy? Isn't there a? I don't know who Hawkins is in the show. I know there's like an officer in the show, and then a bunch of kids, and the chick, and like an older chick, and like two older dudes, and a guy with like poofy hair. And that show always reminded me of like that 70s show, just the way. First season was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I don't think I never watched the second or third or fourth or fifth. They just got a little too old for me. It was cool. I don't really watch shows or movies that much anymore. It's hard to watch something that is not real. I'm a documentary type of guy. That's kind of where I stand. I can get lost in a movie every once in a while, but my favorite show of all time is The Office, man. The Office, Parks and Rec, so funny. You're a pilot? Oh, nice, dude. You're a pilot student? That's cool, dude. Learning how to fly. That's a job that'll never end, man. Soon you're gonna be a space pilot, man. Dude, that was so cool. And when Trump and Elon Musk were at the rally in Butler, dude, Trump and both of them want to go to Mars before the end of the term or whatever, dude. That'd be so sweet. That would be so sweet. Imagine having people on Mars, dude, permanently. That would be awesome, man. I don't even know how to even. That would be so cool. I think that'd be the greatest thing ever. You know, we would finally be a multi-species planet. We're having the firstborn baby on Mars, dude. That would be wild. That would be wild. That would be so sweet, dude. I would totally go to Mars. I would totally go and like work there for like a year. My back would feel so much better, man. It would like, the gravity wouldn't squish me down. Maybe that's my next job. I would be able to pick stuff up that I could never pick up on Earth. Oh man, I guarantee if I went to like space, I'd feel so much better. Because everything in your body just gets decompressed. Oh, I can feel it now. That would feel so bomb. My back muscles would just like loosen up. I wonder if like I wonder if you like do surgery in space. Would that be a little easier or harder? You know, I don't know why I thought about surgery. Is that you in the thumbnail? Yes, that is me in the thumbnail of the video that says morning drive. Yeah, morning drive. Yes, that's me. We're in a Humvee doing a night op, and I ended up driving for some strange reason. And my buddy was sitting in the back, and he goes, "Matt," and I turned around like that and looked at him, and he snapped a picture. So I got all my like face paint on, and you know, you can see the window. It's pitch black, dude. That's what I mean, man. I don't think people understand how dark it is in the world, because there's places I've been where you can't see anything. There's no electricity, there's no moonlight. It is pitch. Nighttime is frightening, man. You can't, I mean, there's no, like, it looks like it's a blackout window. That's just the night, man, or early morning. There's no sunlight in the places I've been. If that moon ain't out in that desert, or in that picture I was in, in the woods or something, I forget where. So I was wearing my green camis, so I had to been somewhere green. But nighttime in the desert, you can't see shit. That's why I know fighting happens at night very, very rarely, except for our military. We fight all day. There's no night or daytime with our military. We usually, because we got night vision goggles, thermal goggles, and heat goggles, but other, you know, throughout history, usually militaries just stand down at night, which is pretty wild because, you know, if your enemy's right there, you just go attack. But at night, you can't see nothing. You can't see nothing. You can't ever. Yeah. That was me, man. Yeah. I got my eye black on, my green paint, looking like a BA, huh? That was so early in the morning. That's what I mean. All those gurus want to get up that early in the morning, dude. I don't think so. I had pics of me in Iraq tank graveyard, but can't find it. No. What's up, Raylock? Oh yeah, that's me, Ray. Dude, you gotta, oh man. That's a bummer, dude. 'Cause we grew up with no pictures, no like digital cameras and stuff, dude. We don't. Yeah, my pictures are all on the Kodak cameras, the throwables. Do you ever think you would die during the deployment? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, and absolutely. And that's the thing, man. So death and like the experience of death, you know. You can't, so like so before you go out on a mission with me, Owen, I'll ask you a couple things, and I'm only gonna ask you once, but I assume you're gonna not change your mind on the questions I'll ask. It's more of a statement, and before I even ask you these questions, we're gonna spend a lot of time training for your deployment, right? So it just becomes a natural thing to you. When you're hungry, you go eat. When you're tired, you go sleep. And when you get old, you die. So there's things you're just gonna do, right? Without you even thinking. You look at your shoe's untied, you bend over and tie your shoe, There's already things in place that you already accept in your brain, and you just do them. The same concept has to happen with death. It's a thing that you're going to end up doing. It's just you don't know when, and that's what confuses everyone. When you're hungry, you have that answer. Death is the only answer no one can tell you. No, there's no answer to death. So in my world, it's just something you're gonna do, and you don't get to decide when that happens. The only thing you can do in my world is prepare. Prepare for the worst and then get used to it. So before every mission, even before you get to your very first mission out in combat or whatever, you and your buddies, you and your boys, let's say, we know each other and we've trained together for a while. We're both going to come to the same conclusion that before we leave the wire, or before we go on the mission, you're okay with death. That has to be a thing you're okay with. You have to be able to think about it. I many of times have thought about killing myself due to the fact I would never be captured by the enemy, especially that enemy. Or if it was Nazi Germany, there's no way, man. No way. You're gonna, death is just the next step. There's other steps I don't want to take. I don't want to be put on a train and sent to a gas chamber. I don't want to be in a POW camp in Japan. I don't want to be put in a cage and lit on fire and pushed in the water or in a lake like ISIS did, or Al Qaeda, or the Taliban. I don't want my head chopped off for my mom to see, on the 10 o'clock news at night. So there's things that you can scale up. People just think about dying as dying. My death is scaled up. So I don't want to die this way, so I'll die this way. So this way is better than this way. So I had to think about, I'm not, and it's not like a woo-woo sacred thing about killing yourself, because that was a normal conversation between me and my buddies. We all had a plan in place if we got captured or we were trapped, and we were going to go down swinging, but they were never going to take us alive, type of situation. And that's what I mean about being okay with it. You have to be okay with your life. So if you have a real conversation like that with me, nothing in your life should matter besides death. So if the one thing you're trying to avoid is death, I should never ever hear you complain about you miss home. You know, your wife stole all your money and left you with the skateboard. You know, or she cheated on you, or you want to go. You know, whatever the situation is, you're missing your daughter's birth or your son's birthday. You know, your name's not on you, not even on the birth certificate because you weren't there. So there's scales to that answer. You know, when I talk to civilians outside of the military, so you're a civilian in my eyes, you guys, most civilians are really scared about death. You know, and you can see it in celebrities. They get Botox. They don't want to get old. You know, you can see it in, as you get older, you can try to get more healthy, you know, and that's okay. But you have to be okay with dying, you know, and then you have to, I want to die an old man in bed. And that's the only decision you get to make on that, you know, is a hope. You know, you ask yourself, you know, you talk to death like you talk to Jesus or Allah or Buddha, or, you know, you have to talk to death. Death's a real person. Treat it like a real person, and you could be okay. You can be okay with not worrying about dying in your deployment. Especially when that round whips by your head, man, and you can hear it. It cracks the wind. I hope that made sense. That was a long spiel I just did. In U.S. left side driving control. What? In India, right side. Oh, driving. Yeah. We're on the left. L's for love. That's an experience. Thank you so much for your service. Ray Loke, man, anytime, brother. Super Fi, dude. Super Fi. Yeah, you know, the dying during your deployment, it's just something you do, you know. You might die, you might not, who knows? You know, there's no way of, so it's not like the movies, you know, if you see a war movie, how, you know, the Americans know that the Germans are over here, or the Japanese, you can hear the Japanese in the trees, Charlie in the trees. When the trees start speaking Vietnamese, you know, it just happens. You'll never know where the enemy's at, you know, especially in the insurgency. You know, they didn't wear a uniform. They just kind of showed up to try to get some. And obviously they lost because your boy's right here. Woo! Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll wave. Thank you. But, yeah, death is just, it's something that you know you're going to do, right? Like one day you're going to be like, oh man, I'm really hungry. Oh man, I'm super tired. I'm going to go to bed. And one day your body's going to be like, hey, I'm fucking really, really tired. It's time to really go to bed, the long sleep, you know? But you, as self-conscious, your soul inside cannot make that decision. It can make a decision. Your soul, like I always say in the military, you have to have heart. You know, as an American citizen, you have to have heart. You gotta care. And the one question you can never satisfy is death. You know, any other answer, you can figure it out. You know, you want to build a rocket, well, you know, learn math, learn engineering, and build a rocket like Elon Musk. You want to save the world, you can probably do that for all I know. You want to die, you don't get to make that, or you do get to choose when and where. You kind of do have a choice. But if you take that, you know, I don't. You do that only when the next step of being alive would be worse. You know, like getting tortured or your head cut off on national TV because CNN and like Fox News. Remember, YouTube would put Al Qaeda or the Taliban would cut people's heads off. that was what would happen if I got captured, man. They probably would have. So, so if you get captured by people that just you're probably, let's say you get captured, you're probably going to get raped, probably almost raped to death. You're going to be beaten and tortured, and then when you're at your weakest point, they're going to cut your head off and then send the video to America or your mom. You know, those are times I'm not interested in. So I would rather have a choice in taking my own life. So those are the decisions I had to make at age 19. Those were the big boy decisions a lot of Marines have to make at a very young age. And then but we make that decision because it's our own decision to be there. You know, no one put a gun to my head and said I had to fight a war. No one, you know, you can leave the military whenever you want. You know, if you don't want to really be there, trust me, no one's going to want you there. It's really simple. Really simple, man. You know, that's what makes our military really, really good is you can leave whenever you want, but you know, to be a Marine, you have to choose to stay. You choose to stay, and that's what makes you a Marine. You know the consequences, and that's what makes you a Marine. You know? And the best part about being a Marine, I would rather have all that bad stuff happen to me than having one of my battle buddies have it happen to my battle buddy. So, because if it happened to my battle buddy, there's a thing called survivor's guilt, and it's a real thing, man. It'll eat your ass up. It's not good. And if it happened to my battle buddy, that means in a long line of fuck-ups, I had it fucked up really bad, because you know, you and your battle buddy are one person, not two. You're always with your battle buddy. So something went totally wrong where your battle buddy got captured, but not you. You know, so you don't want that feeling. So it's a yin and the yang, man. You know, you got to be okay with it. And the minute it's almost like a relief. Trump flags, woo woo. It's almost a relief that's your only decision you have to think about. You guys ever feel stressed out? I always remember, like, if I with work or whatever is going on in my life, and I kind of feel stressed out or not wanting to do something, I always just remember when there's more, you know, when you're stressed up about pretty much nonsense, I like to call it, nothing that, you know, you remember this stuff. I always remember being stressed out about leaving for a mission, and that's but it's almost freeing, because that's the only thing that can ever get to you. You know, not the mortgage, not the credit card bill, not your loved ones yapping at your ear while you're trying to just live a normal life. You know, I always remember the only decision I had was, let's try not to die, and let's not have any of my battle buddies die either. And once you narrow it down, your everyday life, to just, hey, I'm not trying to die today. I do that still when I'm at work today. I'm like, okay, let's not get in an accident, let's not die, let's get home safe. And once that's your only decision throughout the whole day, then your day should be pretty chill, right? I mean, if anything happens, like, oh, I didn't die, I'm good, you know. I'm here to fight another day, you know. I'm not here to die for my country or for some god, or I'm not, that doesn't, you're not helping anyone if you're dead. Glad to have you here. Talking this out is helpful. Oh, yeah. Have you watched the guy who says he's the best U.S. sniper, whatever? Is he real? Is the U.S. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who the person you're exactly talking about, like the best sniper. Yeah, I'm sure he's probably really good, but none of that matters in war. Like, you know, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I don't want to put down anyone's profession, or I feel, I don't know who you're talking about, but if he's like pumping his chest about it, and in no way, there's no way. And Brian, if you ever talk to like someone in the military, they're probably never gonna really talk about it. It's just like, it's like talking to me. It's like talking about like high school football. It's like, oh yeah, back in high school, I was pretty good, dude. Back in high school football, it's kind of weird like that, because when you talk to someone about it, remember, going to war or being in the military, it's a skill. Oh, well, that's sniping, I guess, is a skill. It's a skill. Yeah, there's not like I'm the best at it. I mean, we do. I guess that's not true, because we do stuff like that too. Like there would be a best shooter, best like tank division, like group. Oh yeah, these 5 tanks, man, all of them in them, all the soldiers, all the Marines in them are fucking legit. They can run and gun. I don't know. I always kind of, I don't know the circumstances, but, like the guy that killed like Osama bin Laden, that Navy SEAL guy, like he went hard in the paint. Like, oh yeah, I shot him, like he wanted credit for it. He probably wanted to make some money off it. And I don't blame him for that. I really don't, In the beginning, I was like, dude, like some things you're not supposed to talk about, but fuck it. The Navy SEAL guy wants to take credit for killing Osama bin Laden, and I don't blame him. And write a book about it and make money and support his family. I wish I did it first, I don't try to hate. Yeah, I mean, the best sniper, I guess, I'm not a shooter like that, so it's hard for me to. And like, when you're at war, you don't really see your enemy. Your enemy's just in that direction. You never have. It's very hard to have a PID, is a positive identification on your enemy. It's extremely difficult, but. Tacos. Glad to have you here. Talking this out is helpful. Yeah, man. I've had a lot of time to like think about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time to think about it. A lot of. And I don't know. That's why my mom always said, you need to write a book about your experience, because you can talk about it. And I was like, I'll just talk about it. I don't want to write no book. Where am I? Yeah, I think I can. Does that make? I think no way. Does that make sense? You know the. Do you agree as a veteran of some sort? You know you can't be scared of dying. It's just something we do. It's just something we do. You know, there's no right or wrong. If you're worried about it, because sometimes people do worry about dying, and one, you don't want to live forever. That sucks. Our life is a lot more enjoyable knowing that we might perish someday. Someday we might go. And that's what makes life exciting. That's why you enjoy the little things more and more. Oh. "24/7. This is what's funny. Yeah, death is just something that we do. It's just something that we do. And we can't choose when to do it. Nice little houses out here. Those are cute. Cute little things, little picket fence. Probably $100,000 or something out here. Maybe less. It's pretty cheap out here. If you guys want to move to California, come out here. And and the thing is, by the time, and this is what I meant about skill, or if he's the best sniper, or something like that, if I read that even right. Like, when you train, you're going to train all day, all night for years. Yeah, have you watched the guy who says he's the best U.S. sniper or whatever? Or you might be talking about American Sniper, that with Bradley Cooper, that movie. Chris something. Code enforcement. Okay, what the hell's a code enforcer? Penal code? Yeah, I mean, and even it could be true, but it also is used for propaganda. Even the United States likes its propaganda, to get, because when you talk to a citizen about the military, they think about it as a sports team. They'll always think about it as a sports team. Like, oh, my quarterback is better, or this baseball player is better. It's always, oh, I could do it too. It's not that. The one thing the military is you have to show up. That's all the military is. If you show up, you will get dragged along, as you don't have to be your best every day. There's multiple times where I freaking, didn't want to be there, wasn't motivated, but yet you just go do what you need to do and get through the day. You do it so much, it becomes a secondary. It's weird. It's a weird thing, But you don't have to be the biggest or strongest. You don't have to be even from America or an American. You just have to show up every single day. Every day. You have to do it. You don't get a choice. In your mind, you have to tell yourself, you signed the paper, you got on those yellow footprints, you have to finish out your contract. It's just a commitment to yourself, really. And then once you commit all the way, once you realize what you're doing and you show up every day, you train your ass off, there's no 0 days off. You don't get to hang back. And then you go to the battlefield, you and your friends, you don't know what the enemy's like. It could be some big monster, it could be guys in caves, it doesn't matter. But once you realize who you're fighting, you realize there's a huge skill gap. Huge. It's you're not fighting your equivalent. You're fighting someone that's just here to hurt you. And that's a big difference. There's trained, like Hitman, the video game, or James Bond. There's trained killers. And then there's people who hold a gun. And that is the difference. And you'll realize that only, if you pick up a gun in front of me, I'm going to tell you probably don't know what you're doing. And I would put the gun down. Put it down before someone gets hurt. I'm saying if you didn't know, if you're just here to fight a war, because if most citizens think about fighting a war as going out and killing the enemy or killing a person. In my life, in war that most Marines fight, it's about protecting yourself, protecting your buddies, preparing to get shot at, because I know what the enemy's doing. The enemy's going to try to kill me. I got that. That's first and foremost. Now, if you're running the United States Marine Corps, what would be your next goal? Okay, what would be your next goal? We already know how to shoot each other. I don't want the United States Marine Corps to focus on killing the enemy. I want them to really focus on protecting themselves. So if you start, okay, me and No Way go out to the field, we're going to start digging holes, fighting holes, we're going to start filling up sandbags, we're going to start putting up guardian angel emplacements, we're going to start loading the weapons and field effective, or firing lines, effective field of fire, make sure we overlap fields of fire, and then we sit and wait, because eventually the enemy will try to kill me. That's how wars are fought. That's how we, I think, fight wars as Americans. Do we go and attack the enemy? Yes, but we know how to do that. That's already accomplished. That's already been accomplished. That's easy. You can teach that real easy to another human being. What our military's learning now, since technology can catch up pretty damn quick, is we need to be able to defend our troops from the guy that's trying to kill us, which we get really good at. So because we want to get our enemy close to, and with weapons, it could be a far distance. And if we defend ourselves and do the right thing, the enemy will start coming in closer and closer, because they need to get close to kill, because their job is to kill me. If your job is to kill me, I want you as close as possible to me so I can see who you are. I can't see who you are if you're ridge line 500, 700,000 meters away. I need you close. And the only way to do that is get good defensive protection, you know, body armor, all this reactive armor that we have, the trophy system on top of, you know, tanks that shoot back at other missiles flying at them, you know, a bunch of other crazy stuff. And then once the enemy keeps attacking you, because it will start like a child, it'll get pissed off and it will start coming closer to you because they think, you know, you're a weak American, you know, you don't believe in, you know, whatever. So they will make the mistake in coming closer to you. And our whole entire military, once we start getting their army closer and closer, we cut them off in the back. You know, we'll start bombing the bridges, the roads, their infrastructure, so that military now becomes isolated. And then, you know, the Marine Corps, what we do best, now we can engage. You know, now we can go on the offense. You know, that the way to go to war and how people think about going to war needs to change. You know, it needs to change. The way Russia goes to war, that's how 99.999% of all countries would end up going to war if America doesn't get involved in their infrastructure of their military. Like Ukraine is changing pretty rapidly into a American type of style of fighting. Russia and China, they will tell you to go kill the neo-Nazis in Ukraine. Go kill the traitors in Taiwan. You know, so it's a war of annihilation, just like what Germany did, and you can't kill everyone. You can't do that. It's impossible. Germany freaking tried really hard, and they almost, you know, you give them 10 more years, they might have, would have. You know, Americans, no one cares. We just kind of, you know, imagine me in uniform right now. I would act the same way, but the only thing I'm looking for is the enemy to get, you know, closer. I need you closer to me. You know, that one saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. I need this motherfucker right here. That is the Marine Corps. That's how the Marine Corps kind of fights, in my eyes. The way I look at it. Over the years of learning how militaries operate, you know, if I had a problem with something that happened in like the city of whatever, you just go. I just went. There was no I'm gonna die. There was I have to find the enemy before he finds me. You know, it's a hunter and the hunted. It's pretty wild stuff. Like Russia, like I've heard this like a couple times for other like trusted sources, that guys I know that were in the military and have a lot more experience than I do. But you give us maybe 2 months, and we would absolutely destroy all of Russia. And I honestly, probably a month. I think it would be 30 days. 30 days. It would be an absolute massacre with little to no loss of American lives. Russia is the second best army in the country, dude. I mean, seriously, Ukraine, Russia. So technically, Russia's their second. In Russia right now, the first best army in Russia is Ukrainian military. Second is Russia. Now, will Russia maybe win against Ukraine? Sure, because they're going to just send a lot more people to the death. You know, it's not about how many people, you know, you kill on the other side. It's how many people are you willing to die on your side. America's not willing to kill its own children for victory. Maybe. I'm sure we've been, we'll do it before, and we'll do it again. That type of mindset will leak back into the United States military, and we'll send a bunch of Americans to their death sooner or later. But I would say most people, most leaders, most generals, most sergeants won't do that, because we all want to go home, and that's a universal agreement with everyone in the Marines. My wife, I miss my girlfriend, I want to go home, I miss my children, I miss my mom and dad, I miss my family, I want to go home. Do you want to go home? Yes. Okay, so let's go on a mission, let's not do anything stupid, and let's come back home. That's it. That's all war is, man. It's not you going to die. It's not people chopping each other's heads. This is not a movie. You never really see your enemy, unless they're in a goddamn building with you or behind a damn door. These little bastards can hide too. These little bastards can hide, But you have to be okay with death. You have to be okay with one day you're going to die. Just in the military or a time of war, you're just putting yourself more at risk. If you drive down the street, a major highway at going 80 miles an hour, that's the same risk. But you are okay with that risk. You're okay with driving in pouring rain on a major highway during rush hour traffic. You're okay with that. You have to be okay with going to war. But in order for you to go to war, you have to train a lot. Don't let anyone ever give you a rifle and say, hey, go do this, go kill those guys. You can say, no, man, that's not war. That's not how. I didn't join the military to go kill people. I just joined to join. I was 19. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, yeah, okay, let's go. Who cares? I thought highly. It's not like I was suicidal or, I just didn't know what to do with my life, so that's what I did. But you're going to have real conversations with yourself. You're going to really ask yourself during training, is this worth it? I am fighting someone else's war. This doesn't benefit me at all. You have to talk about killing yourself, committing suicide. You have to. You have to. You have to have that conversation. I will bring it up with you, because I'm going to say, hey, Matt, what are you going to do if you get captured? Like, you know what they do to people when they get captured? Okay. Okay. Hope you're prepared. I was. A lot of my buddies were. We all were. Just remember it. And once you train, the skill gap. So once you train for a year, you did workups, it's every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturdays, sometimes on Sundays. And then you meet your the yin and yang, the wax on, wax off. You meet your significant other on the battlefield, and you realize, it really, really used to piss me off. I worked my ass off in the military to get where I was, and to be on certain teams, to do certain missions. There's not everyone is going on missions, only the guys that want to and the best skilled, whatever. So to be with the vets and put my name in the hat, you gotta do your job, and you gotta do it well. And then I would meet my equivalent or my equal on the battlefield, which would be the enemy, and fucking Jesus Christ, you're an idiot, dude. These guys are morons. They just, It's almost insulting that I had to put in so much work to go on this battlefield, and the guy that tried to stop me just woke up that morning. He just woke up, put on his sandals and his freaking trash bag, and then stepped on the field of battle with me. And that's insulting to me. Extremely insulting. And that's why they're not there, and I'm talking to you guys on the YouTube. That's the end of the story. That's how wars are fought. Now, could that unskilled warrior kill me? Sure. We're at a time in human history where it takes no skill to be a warrior. Back in the day, the knights, the Romans, the Spartans, those guys, it was mainly skill-based because you had a sword and shield. Your bow and arrow guys had to be accurate with the bow. Like, that's a skill. That's a very hard skill. And then you got to be manly, very strong to hold a steel sword and a shield. Now, there's little to no skill into shooting a gun. It's very easy and very cost efficient. You can have anyone stand there and shoot a gun. So it's not about skill. It's not really about strength. It's about showing up, man. Showing up and know what to do when shit hits the fan. And you need to get the jump on people before they get the jump on you. But you and your buddy to the left and right think exactly the same as each other. Everything you think, he's thinking too. The communication doesn't even need to happen, the talking, because you guys have done it for so long with each other that it's like I said, it's like death. It just has to happen. You're hungry, you go eat. It's that simple. When shots are downrange, you figure out where they're coming. You engage through the target. And then if there's three of me, I'm in the middle, my buddy to the left, my buddy to the right, then I look at my significant other on the battlefield, the very untrained, poorly motivated young man. That, like I said, that's very insulting to me. How much work I put in, and then how much work he puts in, but we're still on the same field. Still on the same battlefield. But there's three and only one of them. Since I have my battle buddies to the left or right, that makes three of me. Verse 1, we can pick one person off they won't work together. That's not how it works. If you see anyone in military, they don't work together. They are just wearing some fucking costume. Like Russia's military, they do all the parades. Like those guys in those parades probably don't even know each other. Or they're so self-centered and so delusional that, there's a hierarchy to all that. So yes, I was scared about death in the deployment, if that answers your question. Took a little longer to answer that than usual. Glad you came. Yeah, man, war's not a sport. It's when I say sports, you think of your favorite sport or baseball, basketball, football, soccer. It doesn't matter. When I say war, you have to think about different wars, how different people play the war. I think war is a verb or a noun. I forget what. But if you play different wars, You know, or if you have to go to war, which humans will end up going to war over whatever, for any reason, if you have to do it, you know, you have to lead from the front. You have to come up with stuff that protects a human being, which is impossible. I mean, we're so loppy. We're not good at, you know, we're not good at surviving. You know, we have to. You have to invent things in a free market that someone like me or another veteran will be like, hey man, like this thing sucks. If we do this, this will make it better. And that's how we save our lives. That's how we fight a war. We fight a war by saving our lives. You know, our tanks, our Humvees, our MRAPs, the 7 tons, you know, all those things are only meant to really save someone's life. And a whole tank is made to save the crew's life, and then there's a gun on top, you know. That's how I look at a tank. It's a $40 million. Oops. Gotta go this way. Going to construction. All right. All right, devils. I'm out of here for the day. I'll be back on in a couple hours because I got a long drive home. Glad to have you here to talk this out. It's helpful. Simplify, brother. Anyways, devils, Ray Loke, 1,000, Owen, in no way, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm going to get out of here and enjoy my work day, and then I'll drive home, and that will be it. Anyways, devils, simplify. Peace.